Hello and welcome. Thank you for joining me for today's yoga class. Let's take a few moments to find a comfortable seat on your mat. Settle in. Maybe immerse the senses with incense. Setting the space. Close down the eyes. Find your center, sit up straight, and focus on your breath. Taking a few deep breaths, calling all of your energy to this moment. Once you're ready, meet in tabletop position. Shift the hips back and land in child's pose. Grounding into the earth, feeling your forehead on the ground. Stretch the fingertips long out in front of you, and just relax deeper into this child's pose, allowing the hips to open a little bit more. Breathe. Begin to lift the head, shift the weight forward into tabletop position. Gently curve the spine and pull the heart forward. And tuck the chin and press into the hands for cat pose. Curve the spine, open up into cow pose. And tuck the chin, pressing into the shoulders. Breathe into the back of the heart space. Finding some fluid motion in the spine here. Curve the spine coming into cow. And tuck the chin coming into cat. And shift the hips back into child's pose. Shift forward, tuck the toes under, and press into downward facing dog. Press into the hands and find more space between the shoulders and your ears. Press into the toes and down through the heels. Into the toes and down through the heels. Bend one leg and bend the other, just flowing through any movements in your downward dog that really feel freeing to your body. Loosening up here. Slowly walk the hands back towards the toes, landing in a forward fold. Halfway lift, lengthen the spine, look forward, and forward fold. Hands meet the earth. Allow a slight bend in the knees. And walk the hands forward to the top of your mat, coming back into a downward facing dog. Breathe in, let it go. And walk the hands back towards your feet. Halfway lift, lengthen the spine, and all the way up, reach the hands up, mountain pose. Reach slightly back, opening up the heart, and sweep the hands down by your sides and to meet in front of your heart. Fold forward. Plant the left fingertips down and open up the right hands to the sky, bending into that left knee. Right fingertips touch the earth, forward folds, halfway lift. Plant the right hand down, opening up the left fingertips to the sky, Bend into that right knee. Just freeing up the spine. Forward fold. Halfway lift, lengthen the spine, and walk the hands out to downward facing dog. Relax the neck. Right foot comes to the sky. Bend the knee. And place that right foot in between the hands. Lower down the back left knee and open up into a low lunge, keeping the left toes untucked, gazing upward. Bring the hands to the heart center. Twist open to the right, fingertips stretching out long. And return to center. Fingertips come to the heart. Plant the hands to frame the foot. Tuck the back left toes. Shift back into downward facing dog. Left foot to the sky. Bend the knee. Shift the knee forward and plant in between the hands. Lower down the back right knee. Low lunge. Reach the hands up to the sky. Make sure those right toes are untucked. And breathe, bringing the palms of the hands to meet the heart. Twisting open to the left side. Both fingertips stretching out wide. Return to center. Palms meet the heart. Reach up overhead. And fingertips come down to the mat to frame the foot. Shift back into downward facing dog. Drop the knees and land in child's pose. Taking a moment to ground here in between the transition. Focusing on your breath. Shift forward. Shoulders over hands and up into downward dog. Right leg reaches towards the sky and bends open, opening up that hip, three-legged dog. Shift right leg plants in between both hands, coming into a low lunge. Shift the hips back into a half split. Flowing through these two moments. So low lunge, open up the hip. Half split, lifting the toes. Just really opening up the hip here. Breathing into the empty spaces. Walk the right toes outside of the right hand, pressing into this lizard lunge. The back left knee meets the earth, toes untucked, stretching out long. Breathing into your hips. Tuck the back left toes and lift the knee. Step back into downward facing dog. Plank pose. Drop the knees, chest, chin. Make any adjustments as necessary. Walk the fingertips outside of your mat wide and lift up the heart. Kind of a wide-armed cobra here. Lift the heart and lower. Using the fingertips as your guide, pressing into the earth, peeling the heart off of the earth and lowering down. Fingertips come back in towards the shoulders, shift back into child's pose, up into downward facing dog. Left leg reaches towards the sky, bend the knee, open up the hip. Shift the weight forward, plant the left foot in between the hands, lower down the back right knee, and press the hips back into a half split. And forward into a low lunge. Hips back, half split, and shift forward into a low lunge. Back into half split, really just flossing between these two motions, opening up the hips, the hamstrings. And walk the left toes out to the outside of your mat, outside of your left hand, into a lizard lunge. Spine is straight and strong, gazing out in front of you towards the ground. And shift back into downward facing dog. Plank pose. Lower down to the mat, bringing the fingertips wide and peeling the heart off the earth. Bringing the fingertips outside of the mat, peeling off the earth and lowering down. Just flowing through this wide cobra, breathing into the heart. Hands come underneath the shoulders. Shift back into child's pose. Shift forward, downward facing dog. Right leg to the sky, bend at the knee, open up the hips, and flip your dog into wild thing. Stretching the right arm long, feeling a huge opening in your heart, in your hips. Pressing into that left hand for support and shifting up into a side plank, keeping the right leg floating, right fingertips stretch overhead, and plant the right foot outside of the right hand, coming into a lizard lunge variation, leaving the left knee elevated. Lower down that back left knee. Relax the toes, shift back into half split, and walk the hands backwards. Right knee comes over the left knee as you shift your weight to the back of the mat, finding an opening here. Placing both hands on each foot. Spine is tall, breathing into the hips. So both knees are stacked in this position and the head gazes forward. Slowly shift out, walking the hands forward. Unwrap the right knee so it's underneath the right hip. Shift back into child's pose. Take a few moments here to breathe. Meet me in downward facing dog. Left leg reaches towards the sky, open up the hip, prepare to flip your dog, wild thing, open up the heart, big stretch through the left fingertips, and press into that right hand, shifting over to side plank, keeping that left foot elevated, floating tree. Flipping all the way over, left leg plants on the outside of the left hand into a lizard lunge. Shift the hips back into half split for a moment, planting the hips in a seated position at the back of the mat, crossing the left knee over the right knee. Placing the hands on either sides of you, holding onto the feet. Spine is tall, feeling a deep stretch in the hips. And walk the hands forward, unwind, coming into a tabletop, and shifting back into child's pose. Shift forward, downward facing dog. Walk the hands back to the feet, halfway lift, lengthen the spine, forward folds. Reach all the way up, mountain pose, hands reach to the sky. Hands come to heart center. Plant the right sole of the foot into the inner left thigh, finding your balance, finding a long, straight spine, feeling the energy activating from the bottom of your foot all the way up into the crown of your head. Lift the hands up and reach towards the sky, finding balance. Release the hands down by your sides to the heart and place the right foot back down to the earth. Reach the hands up overhead, forward fold, plant the left hand on the earth, stretch the right fingertips up towards the sky, bending slightly into the left knee. Right fingertips reach down towards the ground, forward folds, plant the right hand, left fingertips open up, bending the right knee. Forward fold. Halfway lift, lengthen the spine, fold, reach all the way up, stand up, hands to heart center. Lift the left knee up, tree pose, plant the sole of the left foot into the right inner thigh, finding your balance and strength. Feeling that energy activate from the sole of the right foot all the way up through the spine and out the crown chakra. Reach the hands up overhead, maintaining your balance, finding a steady breath. And pull the hands slowly down to the heart center. Release the left foot. Mountain pose, palms face forward, open up the fingertips, reach up overhead and fold. Walk the hands out, downward facing dog. Lift the right leg to the sky, bend at the knee, open up the hips, and plant the right foot in between the hands at the top of the mat. Lift up, crescent lunge. Opening up to warrior two. Feeling one long line of energy from the front fingertips all the way to the back fingertips. Reach the right hand towards the front of the mat and plant the right hand on the inside of the right foot. Left fingertips stretch up towards the ceiling, side angle. Walk the right foot out to the right side of the mat and lower down the back left knee, coming deeper into a lizard lunge. For a little bit more, feel free to lower down onto your elbows, but you can also stay right here. Tuck the back left toes, lift up. Three-legged dog, right leg comes back to the sky and travels down to downward facing dog. Plank pose. Shift the weight forward, bend at the elbows, untuck the toes. Fingertips come outside of the mat and press up, pulling the heart open, lower down. So wide-armed cobra, pull the heart up and lower down. Peel the heart off the mat and lower. Walk the hands in underneath the shoulders and press back into child's pose, shifting up into downward facing dog. Left leg comes to the sky, open up the knee. Three-legged dog. Left foot plants between both hands. Lifting up, hands raise up to crescent lunge, bending into the front left knee. Opening up to warrior two, feeling a long line of energy between both fingertips. Left fingertips reach towards the front of the mat and lower down the body. Plant the left hand on the inside of the left foot. Plant the right hand down to the mat and walk the left foot out to the outer edge of the mat into lizard lunge. Keep that right knee lifted or lower it down towards the earth. And tuck the back left toes, pressing the left leg up into three-legged dog, meeting in downward facing dog. Shift the weight forward, plank pose. Lower all the way down to the mat. Fingertips walk outside of the wide mat. Peel the heart up and lower. Walk the hands into the low ribs. And press into child's pose. Taking a moment here to breathe and recenter, feeling your body grounding into the earth deeply, feeling all of the energy that's circulating in your body, allowing it to settle, to fully bring you into the present moment. Lift the head, find length in the spine, coming into a seated position on the knees. Place the palms of your hands on your thighs. Eventually making your way to an easy seated position with the legs crossed. Left hand plants behind you and right hand lands on the left knee, finding a seated spinal twist. Tune into your breath here, finding more space around the spine, breathing in deeply and letting it go, returning to center. Plant the right hand behind you, left hand plants on the right knee. Just twisting over to the other side. Deep breath in, let it go, and return to center. Relaxing into the breath, finding a few neck rolls, keeping the spine straight and tall. Just feeling into any spaces around the neck. Eventually uncrossing the legs, planting the feet on the mat, and walking slowly down so the back body is on the earth. Lifting the feet and the arms up in the air into a dead bug position, feeling your neutral spine plant firmly on the earth. Just allowing the energy to flow back into your central core. Releasing any pressure on the fingers and the toes. Tuck the knees into the chest. Calling all of your energy into your body. Focus on your breath. Focus on the inhales and the exhales flowing in and out of your body. Really taking this opportunity to ground in and connect with yourself. Release the hands from the knees. Extend the legs out long. Drop the fingertips by your sides. And relax in your final resting position, Shavasana. Take a deep breath in. Let it go. Begin to wiggle the fingertips and the toes and stretch the hands up overhead, finding one full body stretch. Rolling out the ankles and the wrists. Begin to shift over onto one side, and press yourself up into a comfortable seat, keeping the eyes closed. Find a long and straight spine. Just take a moment to invite in a feeling of gratitude for today's practice, placing the palms together over the heart, breathing in deeply, and let it all go. Release the hands, open up the eyes, come back to the space. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. I hope you have a great day.